getting offered 2000 rupees note for the payment wise and for new purchases also. But we are also taking care. We are going with the regulations.
In last 3 days, there has been a very marginal increase in the sale. I can say this would be around 2 to 3%.
और कोई भी ऐसा नहीं है ज्वेलर जो 2000 का नोट एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा है.
Well, I'm in Zaveri Bazaar in Mumbai, and if you thought there were people queuing at the jewellery stores here to spend their 2000 rupees of notes, that clearly is not the case here. We have spoken to a lot of jewellery houses, and they tell us that the sales may have gone up by 2 to 3%, but nothing more than that. That is because much of the trade is now turning towards organized. It was perhaps the smaller jewelers in local areas which are still buying or rather selling gold, taking your 2000 rupee notes, but not here in Zaveri Bazaar. Jewelers here tell us that there are just so many norms right now. You have GST, there's much work that is done via billing. There is HUID hallmarking that is done on every gold piece, jewelry piece right now. So there's not too many ways to do much stuff in cash. In any case, if you buy anything above 50,000 rupees, there's a KYC that needs to be done. Anything more than 2 lakh rupees, and you have to give a PAN card. And anything more than that, if it reaches 10 lakh rupees, if one buyer is doing that, then you have to be reported to financial intelligence. I mean, that is something that the jewelers do not want for themselves, or the consumer do not want that for themselves. So clearly, we haven't seen a panic buying, queuing here happen. It is business as usual happening in Zaveri Bazaar in Mumbai. Is gold still a favorite choice? Are people coming to Zaveri Bazaar? Are they giving out their 2000 notes here?
Well, 2000 notes still remains a legal tender. So we are expecting some flow of 2000 notes to the Zaveri Bazaar or to the jewelry market. But eventually, this 3.6 lakh crore is not a big chunk, and so we don't expect a very steep increase in the gold sale. But yes, if you ask me, from in last 3 days, there has been a very marginal increase in the sale. I can say this would be around 2 to 3% only.
Okay. How much does Zaveri Bazaar, or let's say overall India, sells in sense of cash to begin with? I mean, we do understand that this is majorly a bigger cash market.
No, after the introduction of the Money Laundering Act, and we have been issued the guidelines on 4th May 2023 by the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Custom. The jewelers are truly scared to sell jewelry in cash, because for every 50,000 rupees sale of jewelry, the cash is required. 50,000 and above, KYC is required. For sales above 2 lakhs rupees, PAN card is required. And if you are selling to one customer in excess of 10 lakhs rupees, or either in one shot or in the series of transactions, then the jeweler is required to report the same to Financial Intelligence Unit. So under this scenario, why would a jeweler take risk? So most of the jewelers are not taking any risk. Even the customers are not interested in giving KYC. If at all they have to give KYC, they would rather go and deposit those notes in the bank itself.
There's no panic right now, as of now. But there's a walk-in clients, and we are getting offered 2000 rupees note for the payment wise and for new purchases also. But we are also taking care. We are going with the regulations of the government, and right now we are not very much keen on that sector. But we have been offered a lot of 2000 rupees notes, and in this season particularly. So the sales are fine, sales are good, but not because of this scenario of the note scenario right now. But
people are getting a chance to get rid of their 2000 notes, is what you would.
They are in a little bit of panic mode right now. So in few more coming weeks, I think it will be more clearer. And if there is panic, they will surely rush in everywhere, I'm sure. But right now, it's just a little, I can say 3 to 5% of sales picked up. Demonetization, I think people have seen that panic, the rush, and it had settled in. So I think people have good 4 months right now. So that's why there's no panic right now, which I am seeing or assuming. So people will settle by a month, or coming weeks we'll get more clear idea of what's going to happen, I guess.
2019 के बाद में 2000 के नोट बैंक्स अंदर लेने चालू कर दिए थे. मतलब जो आप डिपॉजिट करते थे तो फिर आपको 2000 नोट इश्यू नहीं करते. तो इस तरह से धीरे धीरे आज 4 साल हो गए, तो धीरे धीरे सर्कुलर से जो पैसा 2000 के नोट था, आपने देखा होगा कहीं पे नोट मिल ही नहीं रहा था. और 2000 के नोट, अगर कड़क नोट जो रिंग आती है उसका प्रीमियम 20 लाख का नोट की अगर एक रिंग होती है तो उसका प्रीमियम 1.5 लाख रुपया चलता था। तो इस तरह से प्रीमियम चलता है क्योंकि नोट ही मार्केट में अवेलेबल है। तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि उस टाइप का इफेक्ट आएगा। थोड़े थोड़े बिक रहे हैं, 50 ग्राम 100 ग्राम है, लोग लेके जा रहे हैं, और कोई भी ऐसा नहीं है ज्वेलर जो 2000 का नोट एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा है।